Hey everybody, so today is a busy day in the garden, especially back here for this area of the garden where we have Peggy Martin climbing up here. We have our hardwood roses along this fence, and many of you have asked questions about the arch and the fence, but today we're tackling what we're actually doing about this area, and we decided to make some beds. Now, I went and got some landscape logs, and when you buy brand new landscape logs, they don't exactly look weathered, rustic. They don't have anything that makes it look like it's been there for a while. I didn't want it to look obviously brand new, and Angie thought about maybe we should stain them, make them look a little bit weathered, a little bit rustic, a little bit used in the garden. But then we decided to get some inspiration from the garden. So we looked at a couple different things, trying to find out what color would go best. Should we even do a color? Should we stick to a stain? So we just leave them brand new and let them weather out on their own, just like we have in the kitchen garden. That color is actually nice. It turns into like a weathered gray, driftwood color, which actually looks good in the garden. But we decided ultimately we were going to paint them. Now, what color we're going to paint them? Well, as you can see, I have some green here, and this ended up being a beautiful green, but we took inspiration from the garden, and believe it or not, we actually took the inspiration from some containers that your plants come in. First, we thought about going with a David Austin green color. Now, this is a David Austin container that we have, and we've probably had for quite a few years, but this is a little bit faded. It's a little more of a mint colored green now. We have a newer David Austin container, which is more of a more dark forest hunter green. Almost has like a bluish tint to it. That's a nice color as well. And then this guy that we have sitting in the back over here stuck out. This is a Monrovia container. So Angie said, why don't we go with the Monrovia green? Which was a great idea until I went to Home Depot and tried to color match it. Well, I don't have the exact color, but it looks pretty similar. It kind of ended up being a cross between the Monrovia green, the David Austin green. So we went through 3 different greens to get the color we wanted. It was kind of hard to match the color because it's a darker green. So the gentleman that mixed the paint for me said, you know what, I always have trouble doing dark greens. And I was like, you know what, let me just go see if you have anything on the wall that's gonna match it a little bit better. And as I was looking at that, he called me over and said, hey, it's dried up a little bit more. Maybe you like this a little bit better. And when I saw it, when it was dried up, I said, perfect, I'll go with that, because it pretty much came out, I don't know if you can see from there, it's a little bit lighter. The difference was that this is a gloss color when they use it to color match, so it's harder to match it when you're trying to do a flat color. I don't want to go with gloss out here. I went with a flat exterior paint to paint these landscape logs, and so far I'm loving the way it's looking. I mean, I'm probably only going to do 1 coat on it rather than do 2 coats, because I still want it to look, again, have that rustic, that weathered look, as though it's been here for a little bit. I don't want it freshly painted looking all bright and green. We want it to go perfectly in the garden and look like it's been here for quite a while. But overall, I'm painting these landscape logs, and it's coming out absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I take that back. I might have to do another coat. Angie said she wants fresh and green. I misheard what she said earlier. We did agree to fresh and green. I was still on the whole rustic looking, weathered look. So this just happened. We put this guy through lots of use in this garden, and I think it finally just gave way. It's a sign though. I think I might have to get a gas tiller now. All right, so we're about 50% done with this project here because we still got to put some plants in there and do the other stuff we need to do here. But I got the landscape logs in, and I think it came out quite nice. I know we talked about a little bit, you know, the coloring of what we wanted the logs to be like, and we kind of last minute changes, and literally just happened when we were doing this video. As I started it this morning, we decided we wanted to go with this green that wasn't too bright, but it was just natural enough to show up in the garden and have a nice look to it. We started to think about, you know, coming out here in the summer and not seeing kind of like a desert-like oasis. We wanted to see some green, some freshness, so it reminds us that we have a garden, and you know, it's just inviting. I think that's a little bit more inviting than just the natural color of this right here, which is just a plain old wood. Rather than staining it as well or letting it weather itself, using the green, definitely going to be more inviting back here to this garden. Short video, hopefully, after I've completed this. We just wanted to come out and show you guys what we're actually working with in the garden. You know, even if it's just using landscape logs, something very simple, nothing crazy going in the garden, just give you some ideas. Maybe it's something you want to do in the garden. You know, we could have gone with any type of edging and stuff like that, but we figured landscape logs would look great back here. So again, just some ideas to throw out there for you guys. And we wish we could invite you to everything that we're doing in the garden. Just sometimes we get so caught up in the garden and plans just change like at the drop of a dime. So those are some of the things that I want to share with you of what we have going on here in the garden as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.